afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs at Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. And guys, I got done one of these in a day or two, but we just got in a nice little Class C motorhome I wanted to go over with y'all and review. This is a 2016 Coachmen Leprechaun. Model number is a 260 RS, so it's not too big, not too small, kind of a medium-sized Class C. Got a rear slide or a rear corner slide out. Overall length, I stepped it off, it's 27.5 feet long, or just a little bit under. I'm gonna say 27 feet 5 inches. And I say that because they're not in the brochure for Coachmen Leprechaun. It's weird, but there's other ones out there for sale, but obviously they make it because I've got one right here in front of me, but they're not in Coachmen Leprechaun's brochure in either 2000, I looked in 2015, 16, and 17. But here it is. But hey, manufacturers do strange things all the time, guys. This particular one has got 33,000 miles on it. Built on a Ford E350 chassis. It's got the 6.8 Triton V10, 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Runs and drives great. Dash air is nice and cold, no check engine lights. We're going to drive it later in the video. Got a manual patio awning. And all in all, this thing looks great. It's got a 4 kW Onan generator running right now, powering everything up inside. 260 hours on the generator, so motor or generator is not even broken in yet. Got the HD Max. So not faded. Roof looks great. Speaking of roof, let me pause the video for a minute. We'll fly the drone over and do a roof shot. Hang on one second. And you can see, guys, that roof looks great. Michelin tires all the way around it. You know, all in all, it looks great, and that's doing something that every Coachmen C-Class we probably ever had does. And it's a stripe they put on this door, and I don't know if it's the way they put it on, but they all crack right here in the seam of the door, and I don't know what it is about Coachmen that makes them do that. I don't know if it's just a stripe they do. I don't know if they don't put it on where they leave too much air behind it and people push down on it over the years. I don't know. But and you can go back through all my Coachmen videos and you'll see that on most of them. But I'm just pointing that out. Got that good looking forward front end. You know, does have a window in the Cabover. I'm not crazy about that, but I looked up there, everything looked good. Didn't see signs of leaks or anything like that, so it's even started on the passenger side too. But it's weird. It is prepped for solar. Got LED outside light. Got the Asdale composite panels on the outside, so you don't have to worry about delamination. Let's look inside. I want to have some really cool things about this Coachmen, guys. First of all, inside's really nice. No smoke or pet odors. One cool feature it has is one of the very, very, very few motorhomes that you're going to find that actually has an approved place, approved place for a child's car seat. It is set up where you can put a single car seat forward facing with a tether strap right here, and this booth seat is attached directly to the frame. Contrary to popular belief, guys, 99% of motorhomes on the road today are not approved for children's car seats. So if you're wanting to buy a motorhome, you got a child in a car seat, this is one of the very few options you have. And if you've got more than one child in a car seat, hate to be the bearer of bad news, folks, but you're going to have to buy a towable and keep your car seats in the vehicle with your kids, of course, towing a fifth wheel or a travel trailer. That's, believe me, it sucks, but kids' lives are not worth putting in danger just so everybody can ride in a motorhome. You know, I've been an avid RVer for 25 years. I've got a 5-year-old little girl. I had to get rid of my 38-foot Class A because we got tired, because there wasn't a good place to put a car seat in it, an approved place to put a car seat. And I went to a 25-foot B plus style Class C. But looking back, I loved it. I'm glad I did it. I love the smaller RV. Now that I've gotten used to it, I'm glad I did it. It's funny how life works out that way. But and the only reason I bought it is so that we have a place for her car seat, a forward-facing seat attached to the frame. But it took me years to find one. And during that time we went out RVing, my wife followed us in her vehicle, her car, and I drove the motorhome with our daughter Emma in the car seat in her car. So and I know a lot of people say, oh, you know, you can put a car seat in a couch. Well, most couches are in slide outs and they're sideways, so that's 2 strikes. And guys, and if you've got any questions about proper places to put, and I'm really passionate about this, guys, and I know a lot of people think I go overboard with this, but kids mean the world to me and their safety, and I would never sell an RV and tell somebody bad information. I did a lot of contacting experts on this. When I was doing research, I did more than just research online. I actually called and talked to people. I know, shocker, right? Who does that anymore? But I do. And so if you want to email me directly, bo at parkwayrvcenter.com, I'll answer your questions about kids and car seats and motorhomes and tell you what I learned from talking to I talked to the police department, fire department, I talked to the DOT, and even talked to the National Highway Safety and Traffic Administration. And guys, you won't believe how friendly and helpful they were when I got through to somebody on the phone. Surprised me. And how knowledgeable they were once I got to the right person. Took a little bit getting there, but they gave me some really good information about car seats and RVs. So, but this is one that you can put a single car seat in, so that's really cool for those of you with kids that have to be in them. So, but anyway, I'm sorry, I know a lot of y'all don't have kids in car seats, but I always like to bring that up every time I see one of these with a approved place for a car seat. Front cab area looks great, 33,756.2 miles. And dash area is cold. It does have the forward torque shift 5-speed transmission automatic. I don't think that's original radio, but it sounds good. I was playing it when I was taking pictures earlier. And backup camera works. It's aftermarket, but it works great. Got a Cabover queen bed, or a full to queen bed. This actually is a bigger than a full, smaller than a queen. You got a small TV on a mount you can adjust on a swivel mount. There's your insert piece, and there is your ladder. You do have the cargo netting that you can hang up right here to put cargo up there. We don't have to worry about it falling on you when you're going down the road. And it's also handy for kids that sleep up here to help prevent them from rolling out. We'll build a 12-volt CD, DVD player right there. Table booth does fold down, make a bed. This is a couch that makes a single bed. It doesn't fold out because it's got a second table booth, which I'm not going to set this up. But you can move these cushions, and this is your actually, this may not be pretty, but look at this. It may not be exactly how you're supposed to do it, but this is your second table booth, and you can take these cushions and put them here. I mean, that's optional, but you get the idea. I wasn't planning on doing this. Didn't know you could do this one-handed, but look at that. A small little second table booth for the kids. And then you just have to store this right here out of the way. Got some overhead storage, guys. You know, I like the fact that you've only got one slide out in the rear corner, so you don't have to take up very big space. And what you see in here is pretty much how it's set up, whether you're going down the road or you're set up at the campground, minus the bed, which the only downside to this is that rear bedroom has to be, you can't stay in that bed when you're going down the road. That bed has to fold in half to bring the room in, which I'll show you how to do that here in a minute. Does have a nice tall roof, does have a 13,500 BTU ducted roof air. which is will hang meat in this small space. 3-burner stovetop, doesn't look like it's hardly been used. It does have a microwave, double sink, does have a ducted furnace, 2-way RV refrigerator freezer. And you can tell from the condition of the refrigerator freezer that this has not been a live-in unit, and it is the original one, 2016. Which I know, guys, there's nothing wrong with buying a live-in unit or an RV that's been full-time to lived in. But keep in mind, when somebody lives in one, there's going to be a lot more wear and tear. And it's like I used to say, guys, you know, the average person uses an RV, what, 45, 50 days a year for recreational use. When you buy somebody that's lived in it 365 days a year, put a pencil to that. Every year you live in an RV, you're putting about 6 to 8 years worth of recreational use on it. So when you put a pencil to that, you live in one about 4. You buy one that's been lived in for about 4 years. The thing's got 20-something years worth of recreational use and wear and tear on it. That's a lot. So if you buy one that's been lived in, you want to buy it substantially less than one that's been used recreationally, because it's not going to be worth nowhere near which one like this, if it's been used recreationally, is worth. Not to mention that most people that live in these are going to have pets. So you're going to have pet dander, odors. You know, if they have dogs, you're going to have scratch marks everywhere and things like that. So that's just little things to consider. Upholstery is going to be worn out, things like that. So, but anyway, got a nice closet right here. You got one step right here that's about 6, 7 inches tall, and you got a closet. So not a bad looking closet. And I guess considering the size of the motorhome, that they're trying to utilize the space best they can. So a queen bed, and I'll show you how this slide out goes in here in a little bit. Do have actually a very big TV for a bedroom. And you have a rear corner bathroom. Not huge, but you can still do your business. Take a shower. You got a skylight, lighting, a little corner storage. I like this size motorhome, guys. Like I said, mine's 25 foot. This is a little bit bigger than mine, but I mean, a little storage over the bed. You got a privacy curtain right here to separate the front from the back. Technically, this thing can sleep 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in a 27-foot motorhome. You can't really beat that. I got a great price on it too. For $49,900. 33,000 miles. Way under market value. In fact, I'll show you. Let's see here. Of course, my phone's been going off like crazy. Let me see if I can pull this up. See, guys, one of the tools that I use when I evaluate our RVs, because I also help with the pricing of our RVs, along with many other things I do here besides advertising. And, you know, one of the things we pride ourselves on is we don't want to price our stuff the same as everybody else. Then we don't stand out. I mean, we stand out many other ways too, but we pride ourselves on having the best prices on the internet. And one of the most definitive sources for to look at RVs for sale, and of course you use NADA too, and this thing is under NADA value, just adjusting for the miles, you know, a few $1,000s under that. Let's move this cushion out of the way. So we are under NADA, like most of our stuff, but it doesn't just stop at NADA, because NADA is not really market value. That's basically book value. Market value is what the same year, make, and model are bringing at other dealerships for sale by owners. And we use RV Trader for that, like most dealers and most individuals do. That's pretty much the world's largest marketplace for RVs that are up to date. You see, you go online and you start shopping different websites, you're going to see a lot of old ads, because a lot of these big websites don't delete old ads, or the people that posted the ads don't go through the trouble to delete them, or they lost their login information or whatever. And you might be looking at a 3 or 4 year old ad. Of course, you know, the market 3 or 4 years ago totally different than it is now in 2022. So what I like about RV Trader, and I'm not endorsing them, not sponsored by them, I am a dealer on there, and I've used them for years. In fact, I used them back when they had a magazine before they even had a website. Give you an idea how long I've been with them. But they have over 200 plus thousand RVs they advertise on their website, new and used, dealers for sale by owners, and that's and if you do not renew your ad after 60 or 90 days, they automatically delete it from their website. And that's what I like about them. So if you're looking at an ad on RV Trader, you know it's current, or pretty much current. It may have already been sold, yes, they didn't take it off, but you know it's not any more than 60 or 90 days old if that's the case. So you know the price is pretty current. And and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the RV price checker tool, which is a free tool that I use and you can use too. And you can type in the year, make, and model, the RV you're looking at, and I did, and it showed 2 results for 2016 Coachmen Leprechaun 260 RS nationwide. And I'm gonna go and show you. And I went ahead and did the search, and 2 of them showed up. First one, this one is in New Mexico at a consignment dealer. 98,000 miles, 2016 260 rear slide, $69,000. Okay, next one down is in California, of course, at a dealer, 42,000 miles, so it's only 9,000 more miles than this one has, 64,891. Sale pending. I hope that person buying this sees this one, realizes, hey, that's a little bit of a drive, but I can go to Georgia and buy the same RV with less miles and save $15,000. And plus, this is at a dealer. See, these dealers are going to charge you fees and upsells that we don't charge you. That can add up to a few $100s in fees to a couple $1,000, like dock fees, prep fees that we don't charge. And then they're going to start adding on upsells, extended warranties, gap insurance, and all that. That $64,891 price is going to go up $10,000, $12,000 pretty darn quick. And they're going to be looking at $75,000 to $80,000 possibly if they can talk the customer into paying for it. That's how they make money. Here, you come here to buy this unit, guys, it's $49,900 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. Easy, simple, and done, haggle-free firm. The only other thing is if you are a Georgia resident, there is a $100 highway impact fee, like everybody in Georgia, including myself, whether you buy from dealer or individual, has to pay on any motorized vehicle you buy. Have for years. You just pay the difference between dealer and for sale by owner. Dealer remits it to the state on your behalf, where an individual, you just pay it when you tag and title it at the tag office. That's the only difference. And there's a $40 to $50 tag and title fee, which you pay that either way as well, dealer or for sale by owner, depending on your county. So that's it. There's no dock fees, no prep fees, none of that junk. So not only is our price cheaper, we have no fees, no upsells. That's why we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. That's why people come from all over the United States. We've got one right now going out to the same place this other one came from, California. Folks bought a Super C, that 4-wheel drive Super C that Dad owned. People come all the way from California to buy it, and it's leaving here shortly. That's how good a deal is. That's how good our deals are. They travel 2,000, 2,500 miles, 2,200 miles away to buy an RV, because we save them so much money. Even with fuel cost, they're saving tens of thousands of dollars, just like this one right here versus that one in California. $15,000 less plus no fees and no upsells. $49,900 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. Includes our major systems inspection. Please listen closely, guys. Why no RV dealer, no for sale by owner can guarantee everything to work on a 7-year-old used RV. They don't even guarantee everything to work on a new one now. Now, they say they do, but then the warranty tries to weasel their way out of paying everything. So Even the new warranties and the aftermarket warranties they try to sell you at these other dealerships ain't worth the paper they're written on. So just don't even waste your money on those, or any of the other upsells like the gap insurance, tire and wheel packages. That stuff's just an upsell. It's a gimmick. They mark that stuff up 4 or 5 times dealer cost. They add it to your RV loan where they got the interest rate marked up. It's a double whammy for the dealer on profit. And it's a double screwing for the buyer, you know, truth be known, pardon my French. That's how you go in on a motor home like this that's priced $49,900 and you owe, and you call the bank the next day, you owe close to $70,000 on it, and you're scratching your head, how'd that happen? Well, they snookered you. Here, guys, it's $49,900 plus applicable sales tax, that's it. So even if you're a Georgia resident, what is it, 6 3/4% tax, less than, we'll say 7%, what's that, $3,500. So theoretically, come in here, $53,500 out the door if you're a Georgia resident, and that's it. Well, you know, $100, $140, $50 highway impact fee and tag and title fee. That's it. Drive out tag, everything included. No upsells, no fees, just easy, simple, done. Includes our major systems inspection. So please listen closely to this, guys. We guarantee the following systems to work. We check them after purchase. This way everything's fresh, everything's done. You haven't had 100 people walk through it from the time it was first checked to the time you pick it up, which that's why we don't pre-check them, guys. It doesn't make sense business-wise, because everybody that buys one, once they see how many people go through these things on the lot when they're for sale, they want it rechecked anyway. So why do double the work for the same price? We just check them when we sell them. And plus, you know, me doing these videos, obviously the generator works, it's running. We're going to drive it here later in the video so we know it drives good. I'm going to bring the room in so we know the slide out's good. The refrigerator freezer's already getting cold. We know that's good. So I've already done a lot of the checkout on video. But this is what we cover for the price that you pay. We cover the slide out. We make sure the slide out works, of course. We make sure it seals good. We make sure there's no damage to it. And if we find any issues with any of these problems or any of these systems I'm about to go over, then we're going to fix those issues. We also check your propane system, make sure there's no propane leaks, make sure they all work. And like I mentioned before, we do check the drivability of it, make sure it drives good, stops good, shifts good, brakes, all that stuff's good, doesn't overheat and all that. We don't cover dash airs, but the dash air is cold on this one. We do cover the roof air, make sure it gets to operating temperature. We do cover the refrigerator and freezer, we'll make sure it works on all modes of operation. And we check your water system, make sure there's no plumbing leaks. We make sure your water heater works on all modes of operation. Make sure your water pump puts out the water pressure. Faucets, spigots, toilet, make sure all that's good. Of course, you know, part of that's your city water inlet too. Make sure it works. So you can rest assured that all your major systems that could ruin your camping trip works. And your generator, of course, we guarantee the generator to run and put out, which obviously it's doing right now. It's just got 260 hours on it. Don't think you really got much of an issue to worry about. Those 4kWs are usually good for 2,500, 3,000 hours or more if you take care of it. So I really don't think you're going to wear the motor or the generator out on this RV. But that's included. Everything else is sold as is. So you need to do the following 2 things: either one or both. And this is just me talking in my personal opinion. First of all, you need to come look at it. Guys, that's the #1 rule about buying any RV, new or used. You need to come look at it in person. Step through it, walk through it. Videos help, pictures help, ad descriptions help, yes. But you can't have a perception of size until you walk through it. I mean, yeah, you'll see 27 feet on paper, or 27.5 feet on paper, but an 8 foot wide or whatever the width is. And the height, interior height, yeah, that helps, but which all that information's on our website, by the way, parkwayrvcenter.com, link in the video description below. But that doesn't really tell you anything until you actually walk through it yourself, see how much room is in it. You know, sit down at the table booth, sit down on the couch or the extra table booth, lay down in the beds, sit down on the toilet. Please leave your pants on. You know, stand up in the shower with your clothes on, please, and lay on the bed. You know, just kind of just feel how it's going to fit you. and other members of your party. If you're traveling with your spouse, your kids, or whatever, picture them in here. Make sure it's going to suit your needs, their needs. Look at the storage. Picture your stuff in here, what you got to carry with you. Is there enough room? Drive it. If you come Monday through Friday, you can test drive it. Try to make an appointment if you want to test drive it, though, please. You make sure you're comfortable driving it. Make sure it drives good for you. And of course, if you are familiar with RVs, of course, and you want to do an inspection on it after you look at it, decide you want it, then we highly recommend doing your own inspection on it. And I also highly recommend this, and this should be automatic for anybody who's serious about buying an RV. And I'm the only dealer on the internet that probably recommends this, and I recommend it on all used and new RVs, and I can't drive this point home enough to potential buyers. Always get an independent third-party RV inspection. Get online, look up around Chattanooga, Tennessee RV inspectors. I do know a couple, but I'm not going to recommend them on video because that would be, I guess, a conflict of interest. I want to be unbiased on who I recommend for that as well. Because I'm trying to be as transparent as an RV dealer can possibly be for a 7-year-old RV. Now, that being said, you buy an RV and you're a new first-time RVer, any RV you buy, you're going to work on. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the facts of life about owning an RV. Every one of these guys, new, used, it doesn't matter what you spend on it, doesn't matter the brand name, doesn't matter if you spent 50 grand, 5 grand, or $5 million on an RV, you're going to work on it or pay somebody to work on it. That's the nature of owning one of these. I've been an RVer for over 25 years. I'm kind of a rare combination. Most people in the RV business never been an RVer. You see these other guys on YouTube, most of them never even spent the night in one of these. All they do is just read the sales brochure and sprout out statistics from that while going through the RV. Me, I tell you stuff that's important to an RVer. And I may not tell you everything. I'm not saying I know everything, but I do a lot of my own work on my own RV, and I think that goes a long way. But anyway, and I try to help you out. I tell you about the fees that are nothing but dealer profit. I tell you about how other dealers mark financing up. That's why you always check with your bank or credit union before you start RV shopping, so you have a basis of comparison. So don't be afraid to go to your own bank or credit union over what financing the dealer offers you. Let me tell you something else too, guys. If a dealership tells you that you're going to lose a rebate or that they're going to charge you more money if you pay cash for an RV, or if you go to your bank and get a loan over one of their lenders, because taking away a rebate or charging you extra for a cash sale or going to your own bank is exactly the same thing, isn't it? But if a dealership tells me that, I'm going to find a different dealer. Because I'm sorry, I don't play those games. I walk out. I run out. Because I know they're trying to rip me off then. So, I think that's wrong. But I know why they do it, because when you go to your bank or you pay cash for one, they miss out on thousands of dollars in profit they make on financing and upsells. Because they can't sell upsells if they have to tell you the amount of money it costs you if you're a cash customer. They can sell an upsell on payments when they tell you, hey, for only $20 more a month, you get this and this. Another $30 more a month, you get this, this, and this. And they can upsell you that way a lot easier than telling you, hey, this upsell is going to cost you $6,000 extra dollars, or this one's going to cost you $2,000. It's hard to upsell that. But payments, yes. Because people get fixated on payments, and that's what the dealer wants, and that's the worst thing you can ever do buying any vehicle. RV, car, boat, whatever. Never get fixated on payment. You need to worry about how much you're financing. Always pay as much money down as you can. You keep your payoff down, you'll get it back when you trade it or sell it later on. But anyway, what I'm going to do, guys, and again, guys, this unit is $49,900 haggle-free firm. Includes our major systems inspection, so you need to come look at it yourself or have a third party inspect it. Do have a little peeling right here around the edge. Again, it is a used motorhome, guys. If this thing was brand new, it would be double this price. You know, I'm looking at what a 2022 or 2023 cost versus this 16 with 32,000, 33,000 miles. I'm half price without all the fees and upsells either. So I'm going to pause the video for a minute. I'm going to bring the slide out in, show you what it looks like with the slide out in. Then we're going to take it for a test drive, and I'll see you back here in just a minute. So hang tight, and I'll be back with the slide out in. All right, everybody, I've got the slide out in. Pretty simple process. Motor's got to be off. Parking brake set. Front seat's got to be slid up, even though the slide out's nowhere around the front seat. Of course, you want to go outside and make sure all your bays are closed, latched, and locked, like I always do. Awning secured, and make sure everything's put up on the inside that could slide around. I went ahead and put the couch back down. And you can see, of course, you know, absolutely hardly any difference at all as far as the inside with the slide out in or out, except the very back. I mean, full access to everything, refrigerator, bathroom, all that good stuff, except the bed. And I know some people, this turns a lot of people off, but hey, best you can do with what you got. You know, somebody that makes a lot more money than I do designed this RV this way and this floor plan this way, and thought it was the best way to do it. So you do have to fold your bed over in half, and the mattress is a split mattress, so it's real easy to do one-handed. Push the button, which is by the door, real easy location to get to. Push it till it comes all the way in, till it stops, so the slide out seal can connect, and that's it. So you still got access to some of your storage up there in the front corner. You still got access to your bathroom, your closet. So anyway, I'm gonna get somebody to ride with us. We're gonna take it for a drive down the road and see how it drives. Hang tight. I'll see you in just a second from the driver's seat. Also, by the way, guys, hit the subscribe button, smash me a thumbs up, make sure you comment, and also check me out on TikTok. Just started a TikTok channel. Follow me there, RVing with Big Bo. And I'll even try to put a link below in the video description to that as well. So hang tight, guys. I'll see you in just a second. All right, now we're going to test drive this 2016 Coachmen Leprechaun. Got my good buddy Shane going to be our cameraman, so show him some love. If you got any interest in this motorhome at all, give him a call or a text. Shane, what's your number?
That's right, it's 423-347-8478.
And text him anytime, call him. He'll be happy to answer any questions about it. And we're going to take it down the road, see what this thing can do. Uh-oh, got an ambulance coming. Alrighty. And let's see here. Gotta love this traffic. And one good thing I like about a motorhome this side, a lot easier to get dart in and out of traffic. Well, when it lets you out. Well, guys, we may be here for a second. Never fails. Hope y'all wasn't in a hurry. Well, here we go.
Gotta give them the thank you wave.
Yeah, always. Hey, I'm lucky we still live in a place that people still do that.
That's right.
All right, let's take her on down the road, which I know this thing's got all kinds of power. Smooth. Now granted, we can't really get on it going up this hill with all the traffic, but hey, it's keeping up with everybody easy enough. I mean, it's driving like a 33,000 mile motorhome should drive like. So far anyway, we're 145, keeping up with everybody. And we'll take it up the interstate, see what it'll do, try the cruise control out. Gas under $3 a gallon, that's always nice. It's cheaper than that if you get away from the interstate. Alright, get on it a little bit. Looks like we got a line of trucks coming. I know this thing will probably hit 65 easy enough. Oh yeah. I might just slow down. I might get behind this guy. I promise you guys, I know I couldn't do it, but it'll hit 65 getting on this ramp, so yeah, it passed the speed test. But safety first. Coming up this hill, you got all these slow moving trucks, you gotta get your speed up and merge with them. But cruise control works. Even right here in the wind zone of good old JB Hunt here. I'm not fighting anything. Like I said, guys, it's driving just like I'd expected a 33,000 mile motorhome drive like, which is good. We'll get off the next exit. We're going to try the brakes out, see how that goes. We're running about 60 right now. Guys, I don't think you're going to have any problem with the way it runs and drives. And again, no check engine lights, ABS lights, none of that stuff. And we'll hit the brakes here. Brakes feel good, no shaking in the steering wheel. So, good firm pedal. I don't think you got brake or rotor issues, at least from driving it, that I can tell. Shoot, guys, I think it's a winner. Don't take my word for it. Come drive it yourself. Make sure you give Shane a call or a text beforehand. Make sure somebody hadn't beat you to it. Shane, what's your number?
That's 423-347-8478.
And answer any questions you have about it. Again, we got financing available. We can help you arrange delivery. Give us a call. And guys, thanks for riding along with us. Smash us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. And look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.